Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum has come down now to the area around the 78.6 fib level, which is here at $1,700 roughly. This is obviously quite deep in the support area, but you need to think about this differently because I've had a few messages of people who are concerned, scared and everything. We are far away from being bearish. So at the moment, we haven't even taken out the 78.6 fib level. As I always say, it needs to be a sustained break below that level for me to basically abandon this scenario. Bear in mind that in Elliott Wave, officially, a 1-2 setup is not invalidated until the price goes all the way to the beginning of the wave 1 and below. That would be at 1630. Now, I use the 78.6 retracement level to start to lean towards the alternative scenario. And that is actually also bullish, okay? As explained. So it is a bullish scenario still, where here highlighted in yellow, this was an A wave, the move down. We had a high B wave, not even a high B wave, a normal B wave, and we're now coming down in a C wave. And the wave 2 would end here somewhere. So this support range would be relevant again. That is, again, the beauty of this is that this is not a bearish scenario. It would just be an alternative bullish scenario where we're still looking at this as a wave 1 with a massive A wave, B wave, C wave. I'm not leaning towards it. I'm not looking at that primarily, but it is of course a possibility. But you shouldn't think about, oh dear, below 1700, we are bearish. No, we're simply morphing or starting to morph. It's not even like, below 1700 we are doing it, because it's sort of a process. Below 1700 doesn't mean it's bearish. And some analysts even add the 88.7 fib level to this chart. I typically don't like to do that because we've got the other support area straight away here. And then we go down quite deep. And normally when we have a sustained break below the 78.6 fib level, then I start to lean towards the alternative trend, okay, which is also overall bullish. It would just be a bit of a drop. Just don't make the mistake to think we're all bearish if we go a little bit below 1700, because it looks slightly that we might do, okay, but we talk about a sustained break. So I'm just warning you, we might go a little bit below 1700, but a sustained break could lead to a much deeper decline, yes, but it would still be bullish bigger picture wise. Looking at the RSI and everything is okay. The RSI on the 4-hour is very, very low, which could lead to a massive rebound in the next few days. It is really, really low. The daily, and I explained that in the Bitcoin video as well, oversold just below 30, which is pretty good. But the price is higher than we had it when previous occasions like this happened. That is also pretty good. On the Bitcoin chart, we see actually a hidden bullish divergence. Oh dear, we see that here now as well, which means lower low on the RSI, but a higher low on the price chart. That's pretty good. A hidden bullish divergence. What else can we point out? Nothing, just that people get scared, which is exactly what we want. Again, Ethereum is just where we wanted it. I will take the 88.7 fib level off the chart again. I just want you to know that this is still a fib level that is, of course, relevant. You can never rule out in a volatile, let's say market like crypto that we briefly break below it, but it would not invalidate the setup. I think that is really what counts. Ideally, it's holding the 78.6 fib level, but you never know in this market. But so far, it's important to understand we haven't called a low in place yet, so it can theoretically, of course, still go down lower. I think it would be a really good spot for it to turn around, but I've got the feeling it might still go a little lower. Just be aware that things in crypto, they can change so quickly. Just remember what happened here. If we see some kind of a reversal candle maybe tomorrow or so, then we are in a pretty similar spot to where we were here in June. Very similar. And just be aware, these corrections, especially like the last flush of these corrections, they can be very fast. Here as well, we had a reversal candle on the daily typically. I just need to point out that, of course, we could drop lower until we see a first 5-wave move to the upside. But I've started buying BTC ETH spots at the moment. and will get more aggressive when we have a reversal confirmation, okay? Because now I'm basically catching the falling knife, not blindly. I'm using the Elliott Wave scenarios and the Fib levels, and I leave it a lot of space, okay? And it's only spot, but it is time to be more aggressive when we see the first 1-2 setup, and we can use a tight stop, not spot, yeah. Tight spot. We can use a tight stop. Okay, so at the moment, I think it's not the time for leverage because we're still dropping. That's just risk management, but it could be the time for leverage. Could be. That's not for everybody when we start to turn around. Now, at the moment, I'm watching if we can still get a fourth wave and a fifth wave. Sometimes the cryptos don't do that. As you know, sometimes they just do a WXY instead of an ABC. But yeah, this is the time where ideally things are turning around. Obviously today already Thursday, so tomorrow is Friday. I'm not sure how much is going to happen on Friday if Thursday was so exciting. And the Saturday could again be very slow. So I'm not sure if we might see a wave 4 Saturday. We'll see, a lot can happen, but stay in the present, be aware of the relevant support areas. We are much oversold across the market, okay? Across the market, significantly oversold. And typically when things like that happen, you at least get some kind of a corrective rebound a few days after, even if it's not impulsive, but at least some kind of a corrective rebound. Yeah, that's basically my assessment of ETH at the moment. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.